Get ready for The Splash Live, Greater West Bloomfield's dedicated update show. Events, businesses, and people. Anything and anyone causing a ripple in the community. And now, let's dive in to The Splash Live.
Good morning and welcome to The Splash Live. I'm Ursula Kraus. Happy Monday to all of you watching from West Bloomfield, Kego Harbor, Sylvan Lake, and Orchard Lake. The Splash Live is Greater West Bloomfield's very own daily TV and radio streaming show. You can always watch us live Monday through Friday from 9:30 to 10 a.m. on Civic Center TV. Catch us on Comcast Channel 15, AT&T Channel 99, on the web at civiccentertv.com, on Civic Center TV's Facebook app, and you can even listen live on 89.3 Lakes FM. The Splash Live is part of Civic Center TV and Lakes FM's 90 minutes of live local programming. Today's weather is very fitting for a Monday, a little gloomy and muggy with a chance of rain this morning and a high chance of thunderstorms later this afternoon. Expect a high of 88 today and a feel of 95 with the humidity. Tomorrow will be much better with mostly sunny skies and a comfortable temperature of 81 throughout the day. We can expect a little bit of humidity, but will most likely stay dry. Be prepared for a bit of wind tomorrow as well. Excitement is high as the school year is finally here. The West Bloomfield and Walled Lake school districts are both celebrating the first day of school today, August 29th, while the Bloomfield Hills and Pontiac school districts begin September 6th. We wish them all the very best for this school year, and we can't wait to see what it brings for all. Everyone loves a little vacation up north every once in a while, but before packing up the car and getting on the road, it is important to consider our furry friends. We've been hearing a bit about a mystery virus going around the northern lower peninsula, which has been proven to be canine Parvo Virus, a sometimes deadly illness that can have dire consequences. While it has been very prominent in the northern Michigan area, Parvo does exist everywhere, even in West Bloomfield. However, there is a way to decrease these circumstances. According to the Detroit News, Carrie Beer, emergency and critical care specialist at Oakland Veterinary Referral Services in Bloomfield Hills, confirms that as long as your furry friends are up to date on their routine care and vaccines, there is no need to worry. Last Friday, we were able to attend the West Bloomfield Youth Assistance Food Truck Rally at the Orchard Lake Mall. With lots of food, drinks, friends, and family, it was a wonderful time. We had the chance to be out there to shoot a bit of footage, and we were not disappointed. It was a great community event, and we will hear a little later on this morning about the turnout. Set your GPS now, traffic is coming to town, and you'll probably want to account for some alternate routes. Beginning September 10th, the intersection of Long Lake and Middle Belt roads will be closed for 2 weeks while Consumers Energy attends to an emergency gas repair. While this closure will probably cause a lot of stress, headaches, and traffic, Road Commission officials estimate the day to reopen the intersection will be around September 24th. We're going to take a quick break, but don't go too far. We know just how important people like feeling, and our next guest knows just how to do that with her business. We'll also get the chance to talk to her about last week's food truck rally right when we come back.
We'll be right back with The Splash Live.
Now that the vaccine is available for children 5 and up, why do you recommend it?
Kids are part of the community and they can spread COVID.
We're seeing both healthy children getting sick from the virus as well as children with underlying health conditions.
They can easily bring the virus home to other people that are vulnerable and make them sick as well.
This vaccine can change that and keep children safe.
It's essential that your children get vaccinated to protect them, to protect your families, and to protect those in the community around you.
Let's savor these moments. Made possible by the COVID-19 vaccine. Keep the dining out going by keeping yourself protected and your COVID-19 vaccines up to date. In the face of COVID-19, staying healthy is important. And now the same is true as we face the flu. Influenza has the potential to infect millions, putting lives and the healthcare system at risk. Fortunately, it's easy to protect yourself. The flu vaccine is safe and effective, and with COVID-19 still spreading, it's essential. To see how you can hit this virus head-on, visit michigan.gov/flu.
Fire Prevention Week is just around the corner. Join volunteer, part-time, and on-call firefighters at this year's Fire Open House. Catch up on your fire safety knowledge with live demonstrations and hands-on activities. Chat with local businesses and resources about fire prevention, see some familiar faces, fight future fires, and make some new friends. The West Bloomfield Fire Open House, October 2nd from noon to 3 p.m. at Fire Station 1 on Orchard Lake Road. Connect with local leaders, philanthropists, and more. The Greater West Bloomfield Chamber of Commerce presents the 2022 Leadership Breakfast. Join the Chamber for a morning of insight with guest speaker Laura Graneman, with the whole event emceed by Fox 2 News anchor Roop Raj. Join your local businesses at the Wabeat Country Club September 13th at 8:30 a.m. Order your tickets by September 6th at westbloomfieldchamber.com/breakfast. We'll see you there. And now, back to The Splash, live.
Welcome back to the Splash Live. I'm Ursula Kraus. We're joined now by Emma Zerkel, Food Truck Rally Coordinator of the West Bloomfield Youth Assistance Food Truck Rally that happened last Friday. She is also co-owner of Winning Imprints and Custom Trophies, a woman-owned business in Keego Harbor that sells customized trophies and other items. Emma, thank you so much for joining us on this wonderful Monday morning.
Thank you for having me.
So, being the Food Truck Rally Coordinator for the West Bloomfield Youth Assistance Food Truck Rally, what can you tell us about the event and how it went? Was there a big turnout?
There was. I'm very bad at counting people, but it certainly felt like there was thousands there. But again, I'm not exactly sure, but it was a great success. You know, we had two fabulous food trucks in 2018 and 2019, and then we had to go on hiatus, which was just so disappointing. So this year we were really hoping to start back up again, and it was a great success. We had 20 trucks there. We had 6 bounce houses. People stuck around until an hour after the event ended. We were having to close down lines. They were so enjoying the event.
That's great. Would you say that there is anything that you would change about the Food Truck Rally this year that you could use in the future?
I'd like to see more sponsors step forward next year. I think that it was a little difficult because of the hiatus. People forgot what we had accomplished back then and really who we were. And so now that we got the word out about who youth assistance is on a better scale, as well as how much the community loved the event, I think that we will do a better job next year of getting more sponsors.
So what do you think the impact you made on the community was with, the people who came and all the people that were involved with it?
So I think for the people that came, there's this idea that we're part of a great community, and look at what we can do, and look at how many people we are, and we can come together and enjoy something that is purely positive. And the idea that we need to help students, and I enjoyed conversations where I could explain that youth assistance really helps children who have made a wrong choice choose the right path and move in the right direction, as opposed to following down a criminal path. We help them redirect.
Right.
And so, being able to share that was really obviously our main goal.
So what is the number one thing that you want to continue doing in future years with this rally?
Find some other people to help me at the very top. Wow, that was a lot of work. I had an amazing core team, but all of us work full-time. And so trying to maintain a full-time job and put on such a large event is very challenging. So I will work on learning how to delegate to a few more people, I think, next time.
Well, it was a wonderful event, a very great experience for the community as well as you.
Absolutely. It really was a blast. I mean, we kept saying we should do this 2 days. It was so much work to put on, and we had so many people there, like, we should do this another day. But I think none of us could stand up after the end of the first day, so we'll have to see about that one.
Maybe in the future. So moving forward to your business, can you give us a little background on your company?
Sure. So it's actually kind of an amusing story. My husband and I were renting space in a building and became friendly with the owner. And it's in the Pass Alarm building directly opposite the fire station in Keego Harbor. And so there was a trophy shop there who was ready to retire, and his children didn't want it. And he had rented a dumpster to throw away his business. So Ryan, who owns the building and the company, came to me and said, "What do you guys think?" My husband and I were already in allusaclothing.com selling American-made decorated clothing, so we already understood the decorating, apparel, and swag and personalization industry. He said, "What do you think if we make an offer on the trophy shop and we'll run it together?" So we did. We made him an offer. He accepted, and Ryan came home and told his wife Stacy, "Hey, I just bought you a business and a business partner. Her name is Emma." And that was when we met. And so Stacy Columbus and I have been business partners for almost 9 years, or 8 years, sorry. And it's been great. I mean, we really just work so well together. Her strengths and my strengths are different, which balances us out. And so we took, sorry.
No, you go ahead.
I was going to say, so we took the trophy business and we expanded it and included the promotional products and the decorated clothing, and we've really expanded what we do, which is great.
Yeah, so what do you think the importance of it being a woman-owned and run business is?
I would say that as a women-owned business, and I like to have the control and I like to be able to make the decisions, and I don't feel as though I have to work so hard to justify what I'm doing. And it's tricky for me to answer that because my previous employers were my husband and his family. But I will say being a woman-owned business is quite empowering. And I find myself inspired to help other women-owned businesses get off the ground as well.
Definitely. So I know you said that you do a lot of stuff for, sports teams and other things. What kind of sports teams turn up for your trophies or awards? Have you met anyone famous? Do any big people come?
Ron Bellamy. I think he's pretty awesome. He happened to be the West Bloomfield football coach, and so he was living a smaller life than he was clearly capable of, and I'd say he was probably the most famous person that's come in our store. Although 2 weeks ago we had an Olympic gymnast, 1984 all-around gold medal Olympic gymnast from Russia, so that was pretty cool.
Well, that's so cool.
Yeah, I thought so. I remember watching. I'm old enough to remember watching her, so yeah. I would take it. Cool. And things that we're doing. So we do a lot. Currently, we are putting together clothing for the Bloomfield Hills High School varsity tennis team and the Groves volleyball team. We're doing a store for Keith Elementary School, so not for sports. We do an awful lot of fantasy football. So those are fun trophies. People get quite creative with those. And then we do a lot of corporate awards as well. So
do you have any promotions or giveaways that you do with your company?
Oh, absolutely. Whether you call it swag or promotional or trinkets and trash, yeah, we do everything from pens to mugs to hats to phone chargers. random things that we do are, I think it's a good promotional product for real estate agents. We do engraved wooden cutting boards. And so they make it very nice on one side with a recipient's name. And so they want to display it and it's out and about. And then when they want to use it and they flip it over, small is the promotional part of it, the real estate agent's name and contact information, so that it's a useful promotional product, something that doesn't get thrown away or passed on.
Would you say that you have a business or an individual that you consider like a regular? Do you see the same people over and over, or do you just get
a...
Yeah.
We do. I like to joke with one of my customers who we made the most creative trophy for, I thought. It was the cold call-a-thon, and it's a company where they literally make cold calls to their clients. And so it's a perpetual trophy. It has a monster holding a suitcase at the top. We used an actual traditional telephone handset as part of the trophy column. And it comes back regularly when the next person wins. And so I love to have it come back. I was very sad to have to give that trophy up. It's probably one of my favorites. So I enjoy when she comes in, we get to joke about it. We have other customers who they come and then they send us to their friends and to their cousins and they come. And so I definitely feel like we have our regulars that come, and then we try the people that come, oh, we'll see you next year. We like to remind them there are other things they could decorate between now and then, but we at least have our perpetuals.
So I know you do a lot with like the local area, but what would you say the furthest, the farthest area you've done or you worked with has been?
So I would say that we have a client, an advertising firm whose client is Sun-Made Raisins. So we have had the opportunity and the privilege to produce items for their promotions. And I think the farthest we've shipped now is California. We haven't left the country. It seems a tad bit too challenging to do that. So the farthest we've shipped is California thus far. But really we focus on the local in terms of our client base and our marketing efforts.
So what would you say is like the number one best-selling item that you have, that you find yourself always like running out of, or having to redo and stuff?
I would say it would be those cutting boards. Real estate agents, the market's been good, and real estate agents, it's an easy, consistent gift for them to give. We make it very easy for them. And they call up and they say, okay, I have another closing. The couple's name is so-and-so. And we can have it ready for them next day. So that's probably our number one repeat selling item.
That is awesome. Do you have
I was going to say the other thing would probably be black hooded sweatshirts. We do a lot for bar and bat mitzvahs. And every child wants to be absolutely unique the same way as every other kid was. So they all then come in and are like, I'm going to do something really unique. I'm going to do a black hooded sweatshirt. All right, that's what we'll do. So
just like every other kid in the area.
Just like every other kid, very unique.
So do you have a website to share with our viewers?
We do. It is winningimprints.com. Winningimprints, don't forget the S.com.
Perfect. Is there anything else that you would like to mention?
I would like to say that we'd love to have more customers, and we'd really love for them to plan ahead. It's shocking, you might not believe it, but there's poor supply issues. So we need more time to get projects done these days.
Get those orders in and get them ready. Well, it looks like
for holiday gifts now.
Yes. It looks like we're winding up on time for today. So thank you so much, Emma, for taking the time out of your day to speak with us.
Well, thank you, Ursula. I really appreciate the opportunity.
Of course. Have a wonderful week.
Thank you. You too.
Thank you. So we are going to take a short break, and when we get back, we will talk about the new West Bloomfield Middle School. We'll see you right after this break.
We'll be right back with The Splash Live. Mark your calendars for the 11th annual Family Fun Night at West Bloomfield High School. Stop by on Friday, September 16th at 5 p.m. for an evening of free, fun activities as we honor our military, police, and fire heroes. Plus, stick around to see Laker football take on Clarkston at 7 p.m. To find out more, scan the QR code on your screen or visit wbsd.org/community/family fun night.
Now that the vaccine is available for children 5 and up, why do you recommend it?
Kids are part of the community and they can spread COVID.
We're seeing both healthy children getting sick from the virus as well as children with underlying health conditions.
They can easily bring the virus home to other people that are vulnerable and make them sick as well.
This vaccine can change that and keep children safe.
It's essential that your children get vaccinated to protect them, to protect your families, and to protect those in the community around you.
Let's savor these moments, made possible by the COVID-19 vaccine. Keep the dining out going by keeping yourself protected and your COVID-19 vaccines up to date. In the face of COVID-19, staying healthy is important. And now the same is true as we face the flu. Influenza has the potential to infect millions, putting lives and the healthcare system at risk. Fortunately, it's easy to protect yourself. The flu vaccine is safe and effective, and with COVID-19 still spreading, it's essential. To see how you can hit this virus head-on, visit michigan.gov/flu.
Fire Prevention Week is just around the corner. Join volunteer, part-time, and on-call firefighters at this year's Fire Open House. Catch up on your fire safety knowledge with live demonstrations and hands-on activities. Chat with local businesses and resources about fire prevention, see some familiar faces, fight future fires, and make some new friends. The West Bloomfield Fire Open House, October 2nd from noon to 3 p.m. at Fire Station 1 on Orchard Lake Road. Connect with local leaders, philanthropists, and more. The Greater West Bloomfield Chamber of Commerce presents the 2022 Leadership Breakfast. Join the Chamber for a morning of insight with guest speaker Laura Graneman, with the whole event emceed by Fox 2 News anchor Roop Raj. Join your local businesses at the Wabeat Country Club September 13th at 8:30 a.m. Order your tickets by September 6th at westbloomfieldchamber.com/breakfast. We'll see you there. And now, back to The Splash, live.
Welcome back to The Splash Live. My name is Ursula Krause. Unfortunately, it has actually come to my attention that our next guest has had to cancel. We look forward to having them back on the show another time. But for now, I will go and revisit those awesome local news headlines. So back to where we started. It is the first day of school for both the West Bloomfield and the Walled Lake school districts. We are going to be seeing the Bloomfield Hills and the Pontiac school districts going back to school September 6th, right after Labor Day. We are very excited for them and we wish the absolute best for this school year. So, of course, if you're going on vacation, we want to remember that our dogs can be in the middle of getting this Parvo virus, but we've heard from other veterinarians in the area that you are able to stop this virus from going around by getting your dog vaccinated and checking up on their yearly visits at the vet. The disease is very bad when you get it, so we want to make sure that your pets are protected. So yeah, routine care and vaccines are the best to have, so you don't have to worry about getting this Parvo virus. So also last Friday, we were able to attend the West Bloomfield food truck rally with the youth assistants at Orchard Lake Mall. There was a lot of food, a lot of entertainment, some great bands, some good drinks, all your family and friends. We had the chance to shoot some footage. We were not disappointed. It was a great event in the community. And we are looking at having a little bit of traffic coming in the next couple of weeks. Starting on September 10th, the intersection of Long Lake and Middlebelt roads will be closed for about 2 weeks while Consumers Energy attends to an emergency gas repair. This closure will probably cause a lot of traffic, a lot of stress and headaches. We all know that nobody likes traffic, and there is a lot of it here in Michigan. The Road Commission officials do estimate that the day to reopen this intersection will be around September 24th. So until then, definitely make sure to put some, routes in your GPS. We don't want to get stuck in traffic. Don't want to be late to work. So really get that started so that you won't be scrambling at the end. That is all the time we have for today. So thank you so much for joining us on the Splash Live. We look forward to seeing you tomorrow.